So this is the second time I'm riding this motorcycle, and the last time I rode this motorcycle I mentioned that I'm going to buy, and that's exactly what I have did. I have put the money for this motorcycle and I booked it. So the color which I have booked it is the Phantom Metallic Silver. This one is the Kawasaki Racing Green. Guess what? The waiting time on this motorcycle as per Kawasaki Shaalem Malaysia is up to a year. For a 250cc motorcycle, the waiting time is a year. That's literally unheard as far as the motorcycle dealerships is concerned. That's literally unheard as far as the motorcycle dealerships is concerned. But this is no ordinary 250cc motorcycle. This one is special for the fact that this is the only motorcycle in its category which has quick shifter, which has traction control, which has ABS on both the wheels. So this one is special. This one also has got 4 riding modes. There is a configurable riding mode, and the configurable riding mode is called as a rider, which I am in currently. The other 3 riding modes are road, rain and sport. The price this motorcycle is asking for is around 35,000 ringgit. That's close to 30% more than other 250cc motorcycles in its category. But guess what? There is still a waiting period for this motorcycle. It's the only 4-cylinder 250cc motorcycle which is produced by a manufacturer in its class. There was Honda's 250cc motorcycle, but it's not being produced anymore. That makes this motorcycle the only 250cc motorcycle with a 4-cylinder engine, with traction control, with ABS, with quick shifter. Everything comes in as standard. Unlike KTM or Ducati, any other manufacturers, Kawasaki provides everything all in one. So you get quick shifter, ABS, traction control, different riding modes, everything at this price. So is there any other manufacturer who offers all of this in a 250cc motorcycle? I cannot think of any, and that's the reason why I have gone ahead and put the money in this motorcycle, even though I'm told that the waiting list for my booking is close to 3 months. I'm pretty sure it will be pushed to another 3 months or so, making it maybe 6 months. At least in this dealership, which is the Kawasaki Shaalem dealership, I'm told the waiting list is 1 year, up to the end of the year. Is it worth the wait? I think it is worth the wait. This motorcycle, the riders can ride it with their beginners B2 license in Malaysia. B2 is the basic motorcycle license in Malaysia. So you don't need to upgrade your license to go out and ride this motorcycle. You can buy with your basic B2 license and ride this around. But there is a catch to it. This is not a beginner friendly motorcycle. This one comes alive at 10,000 RPM. Look at this one. Now we are at 10,000, 12,000, 14,000 RPM. This revs up all the way to 18,000 RPM. The claimed horsepower of 46 horsepower and 22 Newton meters of torque comes in close to at 15,000 RPM. So for a brand new rider, riding a high RPM motorcycle is not that easy. That's only because if you want to bring out the best in this motorcycle, you have to rev this engine up. You have to rev this engine up all the way to 10,000 RPM at least to get a good percentage of the power this motorcycle produces. So second gear goes all the way to 12,000. It's going good. Third gear, fourth gear. You got to rev this motorcycle up to get the best out of this one. With all the safety assists which you get on this one, the traction control, the ABS, all of that makes it a good track motorcycle in my opinion. If you are new to the track, I think this is a perfect motorcycle to start with. It's a 250cc motorcycle, does not make a lot of power like the 600cc motorcycles, but it gives you pretty much everything which you want to get shot at the track. So I'm buying this motorcycle to take this to a track, primarily a go-kart track, not the F1 track. Start with the go-kart track and then go from there. At least that's the plan. So the plus points of this motorcycle are, number one, it's an inline 4-cylinder engine. The Symphony which the motorcycle produces, that's the best compared to a V-twin or a parallel twin engines in the market. So that's a good plus on this motorcycle. The sound, the engine, then all the assists which comes along. All those technologies are offered in a motorcycle which is close to 600cc, but this one, it's a 250cc motorcycle, and everything which is offered on a 600cc motorcycle or more is available in this very 250cc 4-cylinder motorcycle. And this is probably the only motorcycle produced by a mass manufacturer with 250cc and all the bells and whistles which you want. Quick shifter, ABS, traction control, 4 riding modes, everything which you ever want and get on a higher capacity motorcycle is very much available in this 250cc motorcycle. And this is the cheapest inline 4-cylinder engined motorcycle which you can buy from a manufacturer straight out of the showroom. Every while the industry and everybody is transitioning and moving away to parallel twins or V-twins or all of that, Kawasaki decided to look back and give the mass market a 4-cylinder high revving motorcycle which revs up all the way to 18,000 RPM. That's the RPM range of an F1 car. So this one is special. The price of this motorcycle is special too. It costs 30% more. It costs 30% more than the other 250cc motorcycles in its class. It weighs a lot more than the other 250cc motorcycles in its class. It weighs around 184 kilograms with fuels and oils and everything on. It weighs a lot more, probably because the inline 4-cylinder engine, but the thrill and the performance which you get out of this motorcycle cannot be compared with anything else in the market either. So the plus points are inline 4-cylinder, all the bells and whistles which you want, revs up all the way to 18,000 RPM, and the Symphony which you get from a 4-cylinder engine. The cons is that even though it can be ridden by a basic B2 license, this motorcycle could not be brought to life unless you rev it up. Unless you rev this motorcycle up to a minimum 10,000 RPM, you are not getting the best out of this motorcycle. So if you're a rider, you just got your B2 license and you want to go to the market and buy the best 250cc motorcycle which your money can buy, you probably will go for this. But I think that would be a wrong move to do. Once you get your license, I think you should practice, get a little experience riding the motorcycle. Once you ride about like 6,000 kilometers or so, I think it's best for you to go ahead with this motorcycle. Until then, you should practice with some other motorcycle, and when you think you are ready, go out and buy it. Next thing which I want to call out is the riding position on the motorcycle is extremely racy. This is not a tourer riding position. This is probably not a street or a commuter riding position. This is more a racier riding position, at least in my humble opinion. The seating position on this motorcycle is not meant to cover distances. The seating position on this motorcycle is not meant for touring. The seating position on this motorcycle is not meant for commuting purposes. I think the seating position on this motorcycle is more a track focused. Lesson 4. Until you learn to ride the motorcycle in a high RPM range, you will not be able to bring the best out of this motorcycle. So learn your motorcycle, learn to ride in a high RPM range, and once you get your hang of it, come and get this motorcycle and you will feel special, just like this motorcycle is something special compared to the other 250cc motorcycles in the market. Special price, special features, special aesthetics, inline 4-cylinder, everything which you get from a higher capacity motorcycle in this very 250cc motorcycle, given to you by Kawasaki. Everyone wants a piece of the pie, and me too. I want a piece of the pie. I booked it. Hopefully I'll get it in the next 3 to 4 months, and once I get it, we'll have more track-based videos coming from me on the new Kawasaki Ninja 25R SE. Signing off. Thank you for watching.